Hello. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Associated Press, the latest escalation between the United States and Iran is taking a toll on global oil infrastructure, with direct attacks and repeated U.S. airstrikes unsettling a region critical to energy supplies. Tensions between these countries have long caused volatility in oil markets, and the Strait of Hormuz remains a vital route handling nearly a third of global seaborne oil exports. Recent actions such as targeted strikes, tanker attacks, and the unraveling of diplomatic agreements highlight the ongoing vulnerability of Middle Eastern facilities, much like previous incidents including the 2019 drone attacks on Saudi Aramco. Major stakeholders in this unfolding crisis include the national Iranian oil company, Saudi Aramco, ExxonMobil, and Chevron, along with OPEC, the International Energy Agency, and shipping giants like Bahri and Maersk, all facing mounting risks and soaring insurance costs as transit in the Gulf becomes more perilous. While near-term consequences may push Brent crude beyond $100 per barrel if disruptions persist, insurance premiums for shipping via the Strait of Hormuz could surge over 30%, resulting in higher freight expenses and delivery delays. In the medium term, countries are expected to boost investment in strategic reserves and diversify supply chains, and persistent instability may drive greater adoption of alternative energy sources and speed up energy transition policies. Next, onto the social and economic effects of the 2026 World Cup. Fortune reports that the 2026 FIFA World Cup drove extraordinary economic and social outcomes across host cities, as small businesses saw surges in revenue and local communities enjoyed record-breaking hospitality, cultural exchanges, and civic engagement. The tournament spread across 16 cities in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, welcomed over 6.6 million spectators and brought a 99.7% average stadium occupancy, with Bank of America estimating a global economic impact of $40 billion and $20 billion focused in North America. Behind the scenes, FIFA and its president Gianni Infantino managed logistics and confirmed attendance, while host cities invested heavily in infrastructure, security, and public services. Bank of America reported a 6.3% year-over-year increase in consumer spending in these cities, including a 16.7% boost from non-local visitors. Despite substantial public investment, experts like UHE now emphasize the need for legacy benefits since direct revenues were modest. Host cities are eager to convert these gains into lasting community impact. Tourism boards and airlines are seeing sustained international interest and future bookings, while immediate economic boosts have sparked debate over whether repeat tourism, city branding, community pride, or improved infrastructure can justify the investment. In the near term, job creation and spending in hospitality and travel sectors are expected to persist, with intangible social benefits continuing to shape urban and regional legacies. Transitioning now to science's frontier. Next Big Future highlights that Richard Feynman's view on mathematics and computation continues to shape the very foundations of modern theoretical physics, inspiring fresh advances in quantum simulation and high-energy research. Feynman's path integral formulation and the introduction of his diagrams in the mid-20th century revolutionized the ways physicists calculate and predict quantum phenomena. Today, mathematical rigor and computational methods once awe-inspiring to Feynman have become central, fueling breakthroughs that allow for complex simulations and predictions beyond direct experimental reach. Institutions like Caltech and CERN are taking the lead in integrating mathematics with cutting-edge physics, while companies such as IBM and Google invest in quantum computing infrastructure built on the principles Feynman explored. For example, a July 2026 Nature Physics article analyzes how Feynman's computational approach empowers new quantum simulation techniques. IBM Research has outlined quantum algorithms rooted in Feynman's methodology, and CERN has announced collaborative projects applying advanced mathematical models to high-energy experiments. In the near term, Feynman-inspired computational advances promise more precise quantum simulations and improved particle detection. The medium-term outlook includes breakthrough progress in quantum computing, which could fundamentally change our understanding of nature's laws, along with shifts in physics education emphasizing mathematical and computational literacy. Collaboration between tech companies and research institutes may speed up practical applications of theoretical models in commercial quantum technologies. Now, onto the markets. International markets were mixed, with Taiwan leading gains at nearly 5% while China large cap fell by over 1%. Notably, Japan jumped more than 2.5% and the Netherlands rallied over 2%. Commodities moved broadly higher as silver led the group with a rise above 4%, followed by uranium up about 4% and oil climbing over 2%. In the US, favorites, AMD surged by over 8% and Intel added over 8%, while Adobe slid by more than 3%. Nvidia rose about 2% and ARM jumped nearly 7.5% even as Apple was nearly flat. The SP 500 edged up just under 1% as strength in semiconductor stocks powered the SOX index to a 5% advance. In sectors, real estate was little changed, while clean energy rebounded with a gain above 3%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.